What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Paige with the Page, and today we're going to be doing a 7 on Sunday. Sunday is a Goodreads group created by Grace from G Sizzle, and I'll leave a link to both the Goodreads group and Grace's channel in the description box below. So today's topic is deaths that you wish didn't happen. Spoilers ahead, I'm not going to be saying who the characters are in these, so it is going to be a very short video because I'm mostly going to hold the book up, go and then move on. These hurt in many different ways. I technically have 8 books. I'm only going to briefly mention it because everyone mentions if you want to cry, this will make it happen, and that's A Little Life by Hanya Yaragahana. So this has a particular fictional death in it that just hurts so badly. I think I'm going to go with 4 of my childhood favorites that I've reread as an adult and it still hurts. So the first one is Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Paterson. I was not okay. We studied this, both the text and the movie, in high school, and I bawled my eyes out every time. This hurt on so many levels, and I remember once I was watching the movie and Mum's come in right at that particular scene, and she was crying, I was crying, we're all a mess. The next is one that I didn't think was going to affect me as an adult, but it totally did, and that's Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. I thought I'd be fine. I was not. There were many tears. I don't know why these hurt as much as they do, and they're so beautifully written that you are there, you were rooting for those characters, and it, ow, these have left a tiny chip on my soul. The ending just rips something, rips a little bit of my soul. The next is a funny one which I don't think many people would have actually delved into, and that is The Dead of the Night by John Marsden. This is the second in the Tomorrow When the War Began series. So I don't know how popular this is overseas, but if you were an Australian teenager, you read this shit. This was glorious. I can see that it was extremely problematic, and the choice of the invaders into Australia in itself is problematic, but the character in this, so hopeful. Yeah, this is one of the first books that, like, I fully remember picking up of my own accord and hurting so desperately over. Why is it that now I'm sitting down, I can think of 50 other books that have made me cry and I wish didn't happen? Like, there was no necessity for this to cause as much pain as it did. I think that it is so impactful because the deaths did happen, but I think this probably could have gone without that character and it would still have been the book that it was, but I just remember it hurting so much. And the last one is Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery. I can't remember which book it happens in. I think it's the first one. I'm not 100% sold on which one it was in though, but there was a person in this and they pass away, and I get very attached to that particular kind of character because they resemble a very important person in my life. And so, not okay. Just no, don't want to be thinking about that. So yes, I don't know if it would have made much of a difference having it happen or not happen, but I just remember being so heartbroken over it. And this was another one that I just thought of another one off because of similar character vibes. But holy shit, how are these authors so amazing that these characters are not real? But brain goes, I'm going to be more upset about this than other things. I'm still gonna keep on the vein of classics, but this was the first book that I read in 2020, and that is Little Women by Louise May Alcott. So the character death in this I think is pretty well known and it hurts a lot. I think that the character archetype that they fall under, it hurts so much when it's them because you've wanted to do everything you can to protect them. You know that it's probably going to lead down that way, or at least I did, even when watching the movie, because it's just that. Still wish didn't have to happen. And then next to are some contemporaries. One I had forgotten about till I sat down to film this, and I was like, holy shit, I need to swap this out with A Little Life because this is so much more important. The Library of the Unwritten by AJ Hackworth. This character death fucked me up. I was not okay. I was bawling my fucking eyes out, and similar to character archetype in Little Women, they just didn't deserve that, but also it worked perfectly, so I'm not mad because it, but also my soul, why must you hurt me like this? And then the final one I want to talk about, I did talk about last week with my favorite standalones, and the ending of this is probably something that has cemented itself as a favorite standalone, and that is because of what happens. It came out of nowhere. It hurt so deeply. It was done and written so well that just thinking about it has me nearly tearing up because, ow! I loved all of these characters. I was so deeply invested in all of their stories that thinking about them is now tearing me up again. And I thought I would get through this video without crying. So we're gonna keep going because I'm teary but I'm not crying. But yeah, this just utterly broke my soul into 1,000 pieces. I was not okay for a long time, and that's okay. It's okay to be hurt in such a way that is so brutal and so left field. But it was amazing. So these are 7 fictional deaths that fucking destroyed my soul in so many ways, and I'm still probably not okay about most of these. Let me know in the comments who was a fictional death that, or actually, spoilers. Okay, let me know a book in the comments that you have not recovered from because of incidences. So be warned, there are spoilers everywhere, comments everywhere. This spoilers. Admittedly, I haven't said who, but yes, just this topic is spoilery. If you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!